Welcome back to Variologies. My name is Dan Calcagno, and today we're going to talk about the mark of the beast. It says in the book of Revelation that the beast required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on the right hand or on the forehead. As we talked about in the previous video, I think the mark of the beast is a symbolic way of referring to allegiance to the Roman Empire, and therefore allegiance to Satan, actually. The word mark refers to something stamped or imprinted, like a brand. I don't think it's a literal stamp, but it represents inward allegiance to the empire. But why is the mark given on the hand and the forehead? Again, as we looked at in the last video, this is the inverse of the commandment given by Moses to tie God's commandments to your hands and wear them on your forehead as reminders. And so this practice, known in Judaism as tefillin, symbolizes devotion to God. And so the mark of the beast is a counterfeit of tefillin. It represents devotion to the Roman Empire. And John said, "And no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name." Wisdom is needed here. Let the one with understanding solve the meaning of the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. And so only those who accepted the mark of the beast could buy or sell. The mark could be the name of the beast or the number of his name, which is 666. And I think, as many scholars point out, that this number likely refers to the Roman Emperor Nero. And why do I think that? Well, when the phrase Nero Caesar is transliterated from Greek into Hebrew, the resulting gematria is 666. What is gematria? Well, it's a system of assigning numerical values to Hebrew names or words or phrases based upon their letters. It's obviously beyond the scope of this video to explain that further, but the point is this, that when you transliterate the Greek of Nero Caesar into Hebrew and you correspond that to numbers, it equals out to 666. Interestingly, some manuscripts of Revelation have the number 616, but even this corresponds to the phrase Nero Caesar equaling out to that number when transliterated from Latin to Hebrew. So it seems that either way, what's being referenced here is the Roman Empire, Nero in particular. But what is the context here? The context is not being able to buy or sell. And so think about this. The Roman currency was marked with the image and the name of the emperor. And as a result, the Jewish people saw this as idolatry. In fact, in Jerusalem, in and among the temple courts, the Jewish people used their own currency, and this was a privilege granted to them by the Romans. However, when you get into the Roman-Jewish War, this privilege was ended, and only Roman currency could be used. And so the number 666 represents the Roman Empire and its emperors, and in particular, the use of Roman money. Roman coins bore the name and image of the emperor, and so without their own currency, the Jewish people had to use Roman coins bearing the name of the beast. Now, what if you didn't want to use those coins because you considered it to be idolatry or engaging in idolatry? Well, then you could not buy or sell. So again, the mark of the beast, it symbolizes allegiance to the Roman Empire. It's a counterfeit of the practice of wearing tefillin, which represents devotion to God, but instead, the mark of the beast represents devotion to the satanic Roman Empire.